This training video will show you how to add an expander to your translator with a device on your translator and a device on your expander. First, you need to read the properties of your translator. I've done this already. This can be seen by the icon being in bold. You right click on your translator and choose Add Device. I'm going to add a smoke detector, so highlight smoke detector. I'm going to keep my quantity to 1, click Add. I'm going to keep all the defaults, so in the properties window just click OK. I've now added a optical detector to my translator in the software. I now need to add an expander in the software. Right click on your translator again, and this time choose the option Add SGWE, which means wireless expander. Click on there. This is the properties of your expander. My expander is set up to monitor a mains fault relay, so I keep both boxes checked and click OK. As you can see in my software now, an SGWE number 1 has been added to my translator. Now I need to add my device to my expander, so right click on my expander and choose Add Device. On my expander I'm going to add a call point, so highlight call point. I'm going to add one call point, click OK. I'm going to accept all the defaults, so I just click OK on this window. Now I have everything built up in my software, I need to inform the translator about this whole configuration. So right click on my SGWW and choose Program. The translator is now being told about all the configuration. Once it's completed, it will say Successful. Click OK, and the icon of the translator has changed to bold. I can now learn on my optical detector. Right click on my detector, highlight local programming and choose Program Device. Get your device, make sure your secondary battery is already fitted, and then flip the switch to the on position. Put your primary battery in. Once your primary battery is in, you will get 4 red flashes of your LED. Once you have 4 red flashes, flick the switch to the 1 position. You will get 2 green flashes and it will say Successful Programming. Once that's successful, click OK. That has been learnt on. You can see this by the icon in the column changing to a plus. I can now add my expander. To add my expander, I need to move my RS232 lead and plug it into my expander. Once I'm plugged into my expander, right click on your SGWE1 and choose Program SGWE. The configuration is now being sent to the expander. Once it's completed, it will say Successful. When I click OK here, the icon for the expander has changed to a bold font. Now I can learn my call point on. Right click on my call point and choose Local Programming and Program Device. Get my call point, make sure your secondary battery is already fitted, flip the programming switch to the on position. Once in the on position, put your primary battery in. You will get 4 red flashes of your LED. After your 4 red flashes, flip the switch back to the 1 position. You will get 2 green and it will say Successful Programming. Once it says that, click OK. You can see it's been logged on correctly. The prog column changes to a plus. Once you've logged on your devices, you need to reconfirm everything back to the expander and translator. First the expander, right click on the expander and choose Program. That configuration is now being reconfirmed back to the expander. Once completed, Successful Programming, click OK. Move your lead back to the translator. Right click on your translator and choose Program. That configuration is now being reconfirmed back to the translator. Once completed, it will say Successful. Click OK, and we now have the LOER message. We clear this by doing a load command. Press down on the translator buttons until it says RF. Press right, it says EHP. Press right, it says sys. Press up, it says load. Press right, it says conf for confirm. Press right, it says done. Press left until the screen is blank.